Hello and welcome once again to another StarCraft replay by myself, your friend Jim Raynor, the Guardian of Peace and Justice in the Galaxy, here to liberate those who have fallen under the evil thumb of those who hate good. And my opponent on Ohana is Delphin Master, the blue Terran on the lower right, and a very nice guy. Obviously, starting out on a first name basis with your opponent is a good thing. As a TvT, my default build as of late has really been just to 1-1-1. It gives you the most choices in the later game and in the early game as well. And what I do is I create, I do a gas before racks in most cases. What I like doing is getting the first depot done, and this guy will immediately go to scout. Then after that, I make my gas, and as soon as I have 150, walk him out to make the barracks, and hope that he didn't catch the fact that I got the gas first. If he does, and if he's privy to that, then he'll know that I'm taking up quick. After that first racks, I do not get a second depot. I do not get an orbital. I get a factory. After the factory, then I don't even get a depot after that. I get that orbital, and then I get my second gas, and then I get my supply depot. Alright, and he is going with a very typical fast expand from the looks of it, seeing no gas. I double check, and which is good. That's a good build. I was hoping that that's what he was going to do. So it kind of confirmed my, vindicated my choice. 2 times speed, just to speed it up. So he's already going with that, and I can see it. I did a little harass, took some health down from this, from SCV, and then promptly exited stage left. So there's my factory. And after the same SCV that made the factory, that made the barracks, was rallied over here to make the factory. And the gas, Marines out, second on the way, and just got supply blocked for a few seconds there, which is typical. But what this affords me is I immediately have enough money for the tech lab, and as soon as that's done, I will have enough money for 1 tank, and a few seconds later, enough for researching siege. I make the second tank after that. I might be supply blocked again for just a nanosecond before making the second tank, and then once the second tank is queued up, you make your starport. He had some issues that he was dealing with apparently, but you don't have to worry about that. So yeah, supply block, made my depot a little bit late. The timing on this is really tough. Oh, look what I did. I deviated a little bit before making my second tank. I decided, oh, since I was supply blocked, I thought I'll just make the starport now. But I quickly resolved that with a supply drop, and everything was good. So he saw what was coming, and what I do is, once I've got 3 Marines or so, I send to the towers for map control, and then I'll just rally everything to them. In the meantime, he's going for a Hellion Banshee play. Thought I was at 2 times. Alright, I'll put it on my vision so you can see from my point of view what was going on. Once my first Viking is out, then I get into position. And boy, that Viking, you don't want to lose it, especially if he has tanks. So again, he's definitely in the know as to what's coming. Spread your tanks. You want to hold position your Marines so that if he has tanks, they're not going to deal with a blast and run right into a bunch of siege tanks. So that Marine didn't stand a chance. Hold position on your, actually stop position on the Viking. You don't want him flying into missile turrets and stuff like that, or Marines. And you just pretty much incrementally creep in there. Use Marines when you want to. Now that was pretty intense. He's gonna fry my Marines, but misclick there. My tank should have moved toward them, not away from them. Thankfully, I was able to keep my Viking in the air. Didn't lose him to anything that he sent. Of course, he didn't have any anti-air at the moment, but he does have anti-ground, cloaked banshees. So as soon as I see that, eBay, priority uno. And I don't have enough for a scan, so I'm just going to have to deal with it in the meantime. But I know he's going to be short on energy, so it's really a waiting game. I didn't bother unsieging my tanks, because it's just, if they can last, great. And thankfully I just took care of him. Now I know he's going to be going to my main with the Banshees, so just queuing up 3 missile turrets there and just keeping my tank blasting away at him, making sure that I get vision of anything that he has. Unfortunately, he started taking apart my workers before I got all my turrets up, but I do have 2 Vikings that I moved for this Banshee, so they'll arrive in a minute, and there they are, just in time for my missile turret to complete, and away we go. At this point, yeah, I'm still rallying and queuing up tanks. He wants to expand. I'm not going to let him. I'm not terribly worried about those Hellions, unless they get really close to my tank, at which point I really do need to worry about them. But Vikings can land, so. Alright. Take note, he dropped 3 mules, I think. Yep. Yeah, there you go. 3 mules to repair. A couple blasts of a siege tank is going to take care of that. Alright. I got a little overreactive with the Vikings seeing his Banshees, so I have plenty to deal with. And tank production, non-stop. I'm supply blocked, so deal with 6 and expand. I took out my tank again with another cloaked Banshee, but that's okay. I've saved up the scans at this point. I haven't been dropping mules. And bringing over my Vikings, which are going to be great. He's got, he's got really nothing to deal with the Vikings at all. Doesn't look like he even got an engineering bay or anything. He's making 2 more. He's making 2 more like barracks, and he's not producing out of the ones that he has. So, mistake on his part. So, get the tank into position again. And I'm feeling pretty good at this point. Don't want to keep those guys in the ground for too long, because I'm afraid that units are going to start coming out, and I'd rather just keep those guys alive for the Banshees and stuff. So as soon as units come out, I'm just going to go up in the air and let my tank do the rest. I have a few Marines. Use them if you got them. And that's pretty much it. I know he's in really bad shape, but I want him to be in actually worse shape. So Vikings are really good against workers. It's seldomly used, but DPS is disgusting. So those guys are taken care of. His economy is absolutely wrecked. He's not going to be able to produce much. He's floating a lot of money though. but the long game is not going to be in his favor. So gives me a WP, and that's it. So that's it. Fun strategy, a lot of versatile choices you've got, and that's the game. Thanks for watching.